Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, I thought I'd make a, just turn it down a little bit. Thought I'd make a video just of stuff that I've been picking up at car boot sales over the last few weeks. Normally I just show all my new stuff together. Well, as I say, I thought I'd separate some of the car boot stuff because it does tend to be a bit cheaper and it's a little bit more random what you find, you know. So, okay, so, right, so it's all reggae, soul, jazz. Yeah, okay, so not a massive amount, but there's enough. So first up, okay, I bought last weekend. I went to a car boot which isn't far from me here. I actually went to 3 car boots, but the first one I went to, I bought 4 records from a guy for a tenner. Right, so he's mainly selling reggae stuff. So and I'm, in hindsight, I wish I'd bought more. I only bought 4 records, and the reason being was that some of them look pretty trashed. But all of the vinyl looked quite dirty, so I didn't want to spend too much, give them too much cash if the records didn't clean up. But you know, to be fair, they've all cleaned up absolutely lovely, and all the sleeves are in great nick as well. So right, enough waffling. Gregory Isaacs, All I Have Is Love, Love, Love. This is on the Tads label, you'll see there. I think this is from '86, if I recall correctly. It's just typical mid-80s Gregory Isaacs, very nice record. You know, played it, the sun was out the day that I went car booting, so I played it on the afternoon. Perfect music for a sunny day, so yeah, great stuff. Right, second one, Freddie McGregor, Love at First Sight. This is on the Joe Gibbs label, very nice label. 1982, again, you know, just typical early 80s reggae sounds. Obviously Freddie McGregor got a great voice, you know, so yeah, not an album I heard before, really pleased to find that. And this is something I didn't know anything about. Actually, this is a band called One Blood, and the album's called Super Showcase. I think they made 2 albums. They were a London-based reggae band. They got quite a look about them there. Look at that afro there, fantastic, very good. I'm sure that most people that watch my videos would buy that if they saw it for £2.50. Yeah, so I paid, I don't know whether I mentioned that, I paid 10 quid for 4 LPs. But yeah, played this, I give it a cleaned up nicely. It's on, I think it must be their own label, NK Records. You can see the nice label there, got a photograph on it. Yeah, and so this is 1981, just typical British reggae from that period, so very nice. The other album that I bought was a soundtrack to a film called Brothers, I think from 1977. Music done by Taj Mahal. I did give it a listen, not really my bag, so I'll pass that on to somebody. But yeah, right, okay. A couple of weeks before that, I went out and I picked up a couple of cheap things. This was 2 quid. Betty Wright, Danger High Voltage. This is, I think, 73, is it something like that? 73, 74. Yeah, this is a nice pop soul record. Many of you will know the tune Where Is the Love, which was, I think, quite a big hit, but the tune on this record to check out is Tonight Is the Night. Yeah, the final track on the album, very nice, you know. So actually we had a copy of this, so albeit a later issue, so I passed that on, but 2 quid, original copy, very nice, cool. And I also picked up the Car Wash soundtrack. This is the reason I bought it, because I've never seen this before. I've got the double album of the soundtrack, which is obviously produced by Norman Whitfield, you know, Rose Royce and everything, you know the tune and the big singles off this. So yeah, very nice. It is what it is, but I'd never seen this single disc version of it before, which obviously takes out a lot of the incidental music, and it's just an easier listen basically. So yeah, very nice. 2 quid, can't argue. Right, okay. I bought quite a few 45s. I found this in the box of Ken Dodd and Max Bygraves and Des O'Connor records, and in amongst that lot was this. This is a single by a band called The Freshes. The tune is I'm in Love with the Girl on the Manchester Virgin Megastore Checkout Desk. Rolls off the tongue. Yes, so this is 1980. Yeah, nice little 45. Comes with an insert, you can see here. I can just open it up. Lyrics and such like, you know, so very nice. This was a quid. Now the reason why I bought it, I didn't know the tune beforehand, but I noticed it is written by Chris Seavey. So some of you may know that he was more famous for being Frank Sidebottom. And now outside of the UK, I'm not sure what people know about Frank, but for those of you who don't know who Frank Sidebottom is, he was obviously sadly passed away, Chris Seavey, but Frank Sidebottom was he was from a place called Timperley, which is just outside Manchester, and he had a very large paper mache head. So that might mean something to you. But this was before Frank. But yeah, a nice pop song. Right, okay. And last weekend I went to a car boot by me, and there's a lady there, an Eastern European lady, who was selling a lot of 45s. She had 3 boxes which she said had been full of 45s when she took them out on the Sunday morning. When I got there, there was 1.5 boxes left. So I reckon that in the space of the hour that she was there before I got there, she'd sold over 100 45s. And the reason being was that she said, when I started looking through, she said, "Do you like the ska music?" So clearly this was full of ska stuff, which it wasn't by the time I got there. It had all gone. Dealers had the lot, but there were some good bits and bobs. So stuff like Isley Brothers on Wand, Fantastic Johnny C, Otis on Atlantic, a couple of Philly 45s, Lou Rawls and Harold Melvin, Detroit Emeralds on Westbound, Frankie Valli, the Night on Mo West, very nice. A few reggae bits, Irish Feeling by Rupie Edwards, Skanga, Laurel Aitken on Trojan, a lot of Trojan. I always pick up I see a lot of Trojan records about, normally trash, but I do tend to pick them up if they're playable. They remind me of being a kid, all that sort of early to mid 70s pop reggae stuff. I still hear a lot of it around Birmingham on pub jukeboxes and such like. You know, it's quite big here, so I always pick that sort of stuff up. Pioneers, Let You Yeah Be Yeah, Daniel the Lion's Den on Trojan, Byron Lee on Dragonaires on Duke, Susan Beware the Devil by Dandy Livingston on a Horse. I think we've got a couple of copies of that. Oh, and this was very nice actually. One of the few sort of money items that was left. Winston Wright and the Crystallites, Barefoot Brigade on Explosion. Great label that. I looked this up on Discogs actually, and when I saw what it went for, I think I actually did a little spurt away, but there you go. Right, okay. Right, and albums. I bought this from a chap at one of the car boots. Now he's a dealer. He's one of these guys who gets first dibs and everything at the car boots. He's you know, lingers around when people are getting the stuff out of the car, which I can't be asked to be doing, to be perfectly honest. I just turn up 2 or 3 hours after they've started selling, you know, so get the dregs. But he gets all the good stuff and then sells it on, so but a fair price. So this is an original copy of I'm Still in Love With You by Al Green on London. Absolutely lovely condition. I paid a £5 for that. I'm happy with that. For £3 I also bought Dictionary of Soul by Otis Redding on Plum Atlantic. Again, a lovely copy, £3, can't argue with that. I paid a tenner for each of these. Soft Machine 4, really nice condition. I think this is the last one with Robert Wyatt. I'd not heard it before. Yeah, lovely album, played that quite a lot the last couple of weeks. And Soft Machine 6 also for a tenner. This is a double album, 1 live disc, 1 studio record, very nice. And finally, this is what I'm listening to. We should have showed this up front actually. This is Thomas McFumo and the Blacks Unlimited, an album from the early 90s. I didn't know anything about this when I bought it. I just took a flyer on it because of the sleeve. It's an artist from Zimbabwe, and as you can tell, it's typical of music from Zimbabwe or South Africa. Lovely sounds. I actually put a photograph of this on the Facebook page, and Headley commented. I know that he showed a couple of records by him as well at the same time. I say I'd not come across him before, but I'll certainly be checking out some of the stuff by him, see if I can get hold of anything else. But yeah, lovely. Anyway, cheers.